Hey, look at you grabbing this bonus video training. So it's your girl, Chef Evelyn. And in this video, I want to talk to you about a couple of different things. So you're registered for the masterclass about how to use cooking classes to add additional revenue to your business. One of the things that I like to tell my private clients and my group coaching clients is that cooking classes is a fantastic way to monetize a culinary brand. And one of the things that I teach them is my framework about having space in their brand. And SPACE is an acronym for the different types of revenue streams that I feel like every chefpreneur, food blogger, cookbook author, etc. should have in their business. And so let me kind of give you a quick run through of what SPACE stands for. So the S stands for services, the P stands for products, A stands for affiliate or ads, C stands for curriculum, and E stands for events. Now, you're probably asking yourself, where exactly do cooking classes fit in under this acronym, under this framework of SPACE? And cooking classes, depending on what kind of cooking classes you're doing, can either fit under curriculum or under events. So if you're doing online cooking classes, they definitely can fit under curriculum. If you're doing live cooking classes, they can fit under events. What I have found, though, to make any culinary business really profitable is that most culinary entrepreneurs need a combination of all 5 or at least 3 to 4 of these revenue streams. So I want you to ask yourself a question. In your business right now, what are you doing? How many revenue streams do you have? Do you have a main service? Maybe you sell products, or maybe you're a food blogger and you're earning commission through ads on your site or affiliate networks. Maybe you're already teaching cooking classes and you are registered for this masterclass because you want to know how to kind of beef it up and amp it up a little bit. Or maybe you're doing just pop-up events and, dinners and brunches, and you're thinking about, hey, if I've already got people who will show up live, then maybe I can do cooking classes. Either way it goes, though, there are ways to monetize within your cooking classes, your events, your blog. If you're a cookbook author, if you're a celebrity chef, if you're a personal chef, there are multiple ways to monetize, not only just with cooking classes, but inside that SPACE framework. And a lot of them go hand in hand, right? So one of the things I'm going to be talking to you about inside the live masterclass is creating your own secret sauce. And I'm not going to tell you now you got to show up live, okay, to get the juice about that. But what's great about once you get this secret sauce is that you'll be able to use it in every single one of those revenue streams, right? So one of the things that I teach my private one-on-one clients is that once you have your SPACE framework and you understand what products and services and curriculum and events you offer, then you find the best way to monetize those and how to bring them all together. But then what I have found is that most of us, even if we do have multiple streams of income, we don't really have a strategy on how to position ourselves as the expert. We don't really have a strategy on how to use social media effectively for these other streams of income. And we don't necessarily know how to price ourselves appropriately. Listen, raise your hand if any of that sounds like you. Listen, I totally understand. One of the biggest questions that comes up, whether it's about cooking classes or any other product or service that a lot of culinary entrepreneurs struggle with, is how to price their services. And here's the secret. You really want to price yourself based on value. What I know about you, if you're here and you're watching this video, is that you're really serious about your business. You're really serious about creating additional revenue. This is not just a side hustle for you. This is a business that you are growing and building, and that you are willing to invest your time in by coming to the masterclass. And so you really have to know how to position your prices based on the value that you provide. And I will say this, if you're doing cooking classes, or if you're a personal chef, or if you're creating recipes on your food blog, or if you're hosting events, or if you have a spice line or a cookbook line or an apron line or something like that, then you are offering a high level of service or a high quality product that needs to be positioned properly. You need to be able to go from beginning to end and say, A, listen, I may want to teach cooking classes to generate additional revenue because schlepping around doing catering all the time is cool, but I'm not going to be able to do that for the next 30 years, right? Or maybe you're like, hey, listen, I'm fully booked as a personal chef and I've maxed out my income. Or maybe you're like, listen, how many more blog posts and Instagram posts do I have to do to be able to earn more money from these brands? Or you may be thinking, I have a $30 cookbook, and how many of those am I going to have to sell in order to reach my income goals? Well, that is why you need multiple streams of income. That is why you need a plan to execute on all those income strategies. That's why you need proper branding and positioning so that you can charge the kind of prices that you need to charge so that you're not working all the time. Listen, when I was a personal chef and when I was catering, I was exhausted. And I soon realized, I was like, you know what? This is not going to work in the long term, right? And for me, and maybe you're not like me, but maybe you are like me, I was like, I want to be in this culinary space. I gave up my corporate career to do this, but the long hours and the low pay is something I did not sign up for. And so I realized I needed to create a high-end culinary brand that I needed from the beginning to the end, not just one revenue stream, not just knowing how to, posting on Instagram and hoping and praying to get a client. That I needed a strategy. And one of the things I like to tell chefs and culinary entrepreneurs about strategy, to break it down on what it really is really, really simple. It's basically like using your GPS. Is you have to put where you want to go, your end destination, into your GPS. And because your GPS has been across the terrain ahead of you, it can tell you where to go, the fastest way to get there, and you can even put your own parameters in, okay? And so once you know where to go, the GPS is going to tell you how to get there. A lot of times, we don't know where we want to go. And that is something that I love to support my clients with, that if you're not even sure where you want to go or what's even possible for you outside of being a personal chef or being a caterer or owning a restaurant or having a food blog, and you're like, I need other ways to earn income, that is what I would love to support you in doing. And I'm going to be sharing with you just one of those ways, which is cooking classes in the masterclass. But even under curriculum, you can consult, you can teach other types of courses that are not just cooking, but are related to food. I have a client right now who teaches people how to ease their chronic pain through the foods that they eat. She's a chef, and it is a great online course as an additional revenue to her business, right? So anyway, I just wanted to come on and really kind of break it down to you that not only can you do cooking classes, but you can also have a high-end product or service. You can earn money through affiliate or ad income, and you can also host your events. In order to do that, you need a strategy on how they all work together. You need a marketing strategy, because let me tell you a secret that I learned that took me years to learn that I want to give to you in 30 seconds, that 80% of the work that you need to be doing in your business is marketing. It's not actually delivering the product or service, which seems mind-blowing, right? 80% is marketing, 20% is fulfillment. And I will tell you, as someone who loves to cook just like you do, I had that formula upside down, that I was like, am I going to have to be in the kitchen forever? I love cooking. I love feeding people. I love teaching people how to cook. But am I going to have to spend every night, weekend, and holiday cooking? Am I going to have to do these long hours? And to be honest, I was like, I felt kind of bad, because I was like, how can a chef say that she doesn't want to be in the kitchen all the time? Shh. Like, I think the culinary world would shun me. But I'm going to show you how, with cooking classes, that you can get some of your time back while also making additional revenue. If you're interested in learning more about how to build a high-end culinary brand, where we go through all the different ways that you can monetize your specific business from the SPAC&E framework, if you want to have a social media strategy, if you want to have an offline marketing strategy, if you want to learn about strategies to get new leads and new customers into your business, if you want to set up your policies and procedures the right way, if you kind of want to step out of the traditional box and do more than catering or more than personal chefing and more than food blogging, I'd love to have a conversation with you if you are ready to make a serious investment in your business in the next 6 to 9 months. So I am inviting you to a complimentary strategy call where we can kind of look at what you're currently doing in your business, where you want to go, and what it will take to get there. Now, this call is only for those of you who are really, really interested in going above and beyond just teaching cooking classes. You're like, I want to do cooking classes, but those other things that you talk about sound amazing, and I'm really ready to invest at a high level. So if that is you, there's a quick application link underneath this video. And once you fill out that application, if your application is approved, you will be scheduled for a one-on-one call with me, and I'll get to talk to you live. And on that call, I will ask you some additional questions beyond what you fill out on the application to see what's going on with your business and where you want to go, and to see if that's something that I can support you with and if we would be a good fit working together. And if it so happens that we are a good fit to working together, I will make some recommendations on how my business can help you with that. So if that is you, if you are looking to build a high-end culinary brand and kind of step out of the traditional box of what it means to be a chefpreneur, I look forward to talking to you. And I also look forward to seeing you on the masterclass. Peace.